Why do I have a golf club? Well, I'm going to teach you that there are 4 parts of a golf swing and that there are 5 parts of a soccer kick. First, let's look at a golf swing. We have the load, the downswing, the release point, and the follow through. Those are the 4 basic parts of a golf swing. Now, let's talk about the soccer kick and the 5 parts of the swing. When it comes to the soccer kick, we have the same thing as a golf swing. What we have is we have 4 parts, but there's 1 extra. So we're going to come in and we have a load, we have a downswing, we have an impact point, and we have a follow through. Again, we have a load, downswing, impact, follow through. This seems like one motion, but it's really 4. Now, the last step is what all good players learn to do. After the follow through, they're looking for the next target. This is what I want you to incorporate into your kicking. We go ahead and we kick. After we're done, we go and we look for a target. Wherever that target is, that's the 5th step. That's what makes a finishing player, a finishing kicker. Always after the kick, what am I doing next? Okay, now that I've given you a little secret on the 5th step of a soccer kick, this is a simple drill that you can set up, and I want you to start doing this immediately. Whether you have a soccer player that's 7 years old or whether they're 27 years old, this is the training that has to happen to make them a finisher. This simple drill, we set up a ball, whether it's moving or still, and we have an object, either a cone or the net, that they have to touch after their kick. This is how it goes. That one little step, that one little extra 5th part of the soccer kick will make a player such a great finisher when it comes to kicking. All the time we see a player, they come in and what do they do after the shot? They stop and they watch. We don't want them doing that. What we want to do is after the shot, move, reposition. Reposition somewhere else, either for your follow-up or for someone else's. Now we're going to talk about the athletic motion. And what I mean about the athletic motion is just simply that. What's the average athletic motion? When you look at baseball and you look at tennis and you look at golf, the entire body loads and it comes through and it goes into the follow through. We're going to show you professional players doing this movement, and I want you to watch their bodies. And what I want you to watch for is I want you to watch their whole body is loaded back, loads back. As they come through, the whole body comes through, and then the whole body releases. I want you to look for that motion in these shots. I want you to stay focused on the body from the waist down. Because it's a kicking motion, the lower portion of our body will produce the load, release, and follow through in one athletic motion. Notice the entire lower body, including the torso, hip, leg, and foot, all swing through the entire shot in one large motion. Understand this is where we really start to build power in our soccer kick. The load and unload motion of our body helps deliver a huge amount of velocity to the soccer ball. However, the full velocity or impact zone is only a small part of the full swing. Many times we waste this energy by delivering at the wrong time or point in our kick. Look at this picture and you'll better understand the impact zone. It is where we want to have the most power and speed of our kick. It only lasts a split second. It starts just about at the back of the ball and carries through just past the front. As our leg and foot approaches the ball, all our energy is stored, prepared to release. We release all this energy through the ball, and then we allow the leg to gently slow down after contact. Try and actually see the swing path while you kick the ball. Try and imagine that this short impact zone is almost like a whipping motion. Compare this thought to other types of swings in other sports. You'll realize better what we mean. A baseball swing, a tennis swing, a golf swing, all have the same feeling. There is one point or section where we have the highest velocity. The soccer hop. The soccer hop is one of the simplest movements in soccer, yet the most overlooked. Beginning players don't do it, and they need to learn it. Many advancing and advanced players do it, but they don't realize they do it or understand how to properly use it. The soccer hop starts with busy feet with the player on their toes. Then the player hops onto their plant foot while at the same time loading their shooting leg. It can be a forward hop or lunge, or it can be a stationary hop and load. It seems simple and a bit silly, but it's the first crucial step in any soccer kick. The V-swing. You will constantly hear us talk about the V-swing in all our training sessions. The V-swing is simply the position of the thigh and lower leg. They form a V in all soccer kicks. The shape of the V varies in many different ways, and it will open and close through the kick. However, maintaining the V-swing through most of our kicks is critical. The V position of our leg helps build up power that we release as we swing through the ball. During our training sessions, we will show you exactly how to perform it and teach it. Now what we're going to do is we're going to show you the 6 kicks. The 6 kicks that we're going to do them very slowly from different angles so you can actually see what they look like and identify them. Before we take a look at the kicks, I want you to keep 2 things in mind while you watch them. First, the leg will come through in all of our kicks maintaining a V position. That large V swing is what we're looking for. Second, I want you to notice the position of my ankle and foot at the end of my backswing. Before the foot comes forward, it'll be locked and ready to strike the ball in the position I want. The straight kick. The straight kick is exactly what it sounds like. The leg comes straight back and goes straight through. There is no angle approach on this kick. The ball is kicked with the very top of our foot directly on the laces. The inside of our foot. Again, just like it sounds, we strike the ball with the inside of our foot. Notice we have a V position, but the knee and V are pointed outward throughout the entire kick. Outside of the foot. The outside of the foot swing path is much like the straight kick. Straight forward and straight back, although we strike the ball with the outside portion of our foot. This is one of the only kicks that we might be actually facing away from the ball at a slight angle. The angle kick. The angle kick has more of an outward swing to it. The leg comes from behind us, comes down, it strikes the ball, and then has a tendency to swing back in front of us. Now, we're striking the ball with the sweet spot, just above the large toe. The chip shot. The chip shot, just like it sounds, we're going to chip the ball. We actually punch towards the bottom of the ball, almost striking the turf. Leaving a mark in the ground is okay during this shot. This does not have a huge follow through. It is just a load and a punch. The volley shot. Now remember, the volley shot can be performed with any portion of the foot. We're simply going to show you a straight volley with the laces on this shot. A volley shot is any time the ball is struck when it's not sitting on the ground. Whether it's bouncing or whether it comes directly in out of the air, we call that a volley shot. You'll notice that our leg has a hesitation. It's actually a step through. We don't want to see the foot actually swing through at the bottom. We want this to be a step through. Our foot almost pauses as it contacts the ball and we step through the motion. Now, let's watch the pros and let's see how they do it. Here, Dan from the Atlanta Silverbacks does a straight kick. Then he comes in and performs an angle motion. Now, side of the foot. And of course, the outside of the foot. Here he performs a chip shot. Remember, he is just punching at the bottom of the ball. And of course, the volley. It's just a gentle V-swing through the ball. Now, later on, we're going to go back and specifically define each one of these kicks and show you how to do these exactly.